Alright guys, if you clicked on this video, that means you finished your latest TV show and you're looking for your next one. I'm here as a TV podcaster for 4 years to cut right to the chase and give you what you're looking for. No fluff, no fillers, no extra talking, just rapid fire recommendations. All I ask is that if this video helped you out, is that you give it a like and the channel subscribe. So without further delay, here are 5 underrated TV shows that you absolutely need to check out. The OA is one of the most underrated TV shows I've ever seen. Before I get started talking about the show, let me tell you who's in the show. It stars Britt Marling, Zendaya, yes, that Zendaya, Phyllis Smith from The Office, Scott Wilson from The Walking Dead, Kingsley Ben-Adir, Jason Isaacs, aka Lucius Malfoy himself, and there's plenty more. If that doesn't get you interested, then let me tell you what the show is about. The show stars Britt Marling as Prairie Johnson, who returns after being missing for 7 years. However, when she returns, she's just a little bit different. She's no longer blind. She's also calling herself the OA. No one at all understands where she went because she literally just disappeared off the face of the earth for 7 years. For some reason, she won't tell her parents or the authorities, but she assembles a group of 5 people, and every night she meets with them and she starts to tell them her story and what happened to her. Now, that is all I'm going to say because you can hear the premise, watch the trailer, or even have someone tell you straight up what it's about, but you will still have your mind blown and it will still not be what you're expecting. If you like mystery, sci-fi, and supernatural, this show is for you. Now, full disclosure, Netflix did cancel the show, but it is absolutely still worth checking out, and to this day still has one of the strongest campaigns out there to save the show. Hashtag save the OA. Number 2 is Sci-Fi's The Magicians. The Magician centers around Quentin Coldwater, who enrolls in Break Bill's University to be trained as a magician, where he soon finds out that the magical world from his favorite childhood book is real and poses a threat to humanity. Whenever someone asks me to give a quick pitch, I always say think Harry Potter, but for adults. This show has some of the best characters you'll ever find in a TV show, majorly scratches your fantasy itch, and is somehow dark and funny as hell and fantastical and grounded all at the same time. This show has 5 seasons and can be found on Netflix. Number 3, The CW's The 100. When nuclear Armageddon destroys civilization on Earth, the only survivors are those on the 12 international space stations in orbit at the time of destruction. 4 generations later, 4,000 survivors living on a space ark of the Lynx station see their resources dwindle while they wait for Earth to become habitable again. Desperately looking for a solution, the ark's leaders decide to send 100 juvenile prisoners back to Earth to test if it's safe to live on. This show is the epitome of a show that you would probably overlook because it aired on the CW network instead of one of the major streaming networks like HBO. But let me tell you, this show is fun as hell and has some of the best character development you'll ever see. And while the premise may seem a little sci-fi cliche, don't worry because the writers kill it and make you want to keep hitting that next episode button. It is a little corny to start, but I promise you, if you stick with it, by the end of episode 3, you will be sucked in. This show aired for 7 seasons and can be found on Netflix. Number 4 is Netflix's The Last Kingdom. This show takes its plotline from the Saxon Stories, a book series by Bernard Cornwell, which is made up of several novels that tell the story of Uhtred of Bebbanburg. The Netflix adaptation turned this book series into a television series with 5 seasons and a movie that tell the story of Uhtred, son of Uhtred, a Saxon by birth who was captured by the Danes and adopted by the Viking Ragnar to become Uhtred Ragnarsson. This show has it all. Amazing acting, awesome realistic action sequences, characters you will fall in love with and also love to hate, and something that is very important, a fitting and well-told ending. All right, number 5, I saved the best for last, and that is Netflix's Dark. Not only is the Netflix show Dark the best show you've never heard of, it's one of the best TV shows of all time. I'm going to read you the synopsis and nothing else because trust me, you don't want anything spoiled for this show. This show is at its best when you go in as a blank slate. So, when 2 children go missing in a small German town, its sinful past is exposed along with the double lives and fractured relationships that exist among 4 families as they search for the kids. The mystery drama series introduces an intricate puzzle filled with twists and includes a web of curious characters, all of whom have a connection to the town's troubled history, whether they know it or not. So, yeah, there's the premise. I promise you, this show will blow your mind. It is 3 seasons, and be ready to pay attention because every single detail matters. It is one of the most intricate, well-written shows I've ever watched, and they somehow find a way to end it with no plot holes and with the viewer feeling unbelievably satisfied. One of the reasons it's not widely known is because it's a German show, so you'd have to read the subtitles or watch it dubbed, but it is totally worth it. Like I said, one of the best shows of all time. All right, guys, like I promised, 5 TV show recommendations in under 5 minutes. Let me know in the comments what type of shows you want recommended next, and if you have some recommendations for me, leave that in the comments as well, and I will shout you in the next video. All right, until next time, guys.